Hello, I'm Sophiralou and welcome to my channel.
Hello guys and welcome to this week's video. This week I'll be doing a fan art of Mickey and Minnie Mouse in another Masquerade version. The equipment I used for this are Unipin fine liners as well as a mangaka flexible. I used my Winsor and Newton paint palette as well as a mixture of Winsor and Newton and Letraset Pro markers. I used a Pentel white gel pen and I'm pretty sure that's all I used. For the full list of equipment, I used Whsmith pencils as well. For the full list of equipment, if you missed any of it, please check out the description down below. And as always, I am using mixed media paper. So this piece is actually very dear to my heart since like Mickey and Minnie were like the first cartoon couple that I genuinely did fall in love with. I remember watching the cartoons when I was younger. I can't remember what channel it was on, but I just remember watching them and really loving the relationship that they had and always thought that's my relationship goals. And I just really love how they're always happy to see each other and they always have this very like loving and happy relationship. I didn't really want to change much of their outfits too much, but more give hints to their outfits. So Minnie's dress is a little bit more fluffier than normal, as well as like Mickey, I've gone for like almost like a tailored suit, and I decided that that would best suit them. So one thing I really want to touch on this is like posing and how important it is to make sure that you've got your weight on your characters correct. And what I mean by this is, as with most of my Masquerade pieces, they are dancing, they're moving, and it's very difficult to get that movement right. And what you've got to remember is the weight shift on the characters. So as you can see, like Mickey is almost like leaning back and most of the weight is on his forward leg, as well as his other leg is shifting up. This is because I can imagine as he's lifting, as he's moving, that leg that is there is the main support of the actual body. And you can see that Minnie's legs are lifted, and this is because this is a jump pose, but you can see that her top half of her body is quite stiff, and this is because it tends to be when people are jumping or when they are doing like a jump, when a dance routine, yes, the male is lifting, but in order for the female or another male or whatever gender the person is lifting, so whoever's basically lifting the other person, yes, they are doing a lot of the work, but the person who is being lifted, they are basically helping them by making sure that their pose is correct, making sure that they are it's almost like you harden certain parts. I can't remember what the term is for it correctly, but you harden certain parts of your body. You almost make your parts of your body stiffer and more jolted, so that it makes it easier to lift. You're trying to make your body as light as possible when you're lifting. And it's kind of just reminds me of back when I did like all my musical theatre, and I kind of really enjoy doing these Masquerade pieces because it also means I have to study a lot of dance. And I can imagine with them it's a very like almost like a swing-ish dance routine, just because that's what I imagine their characters to be like. I don't know. For those asking, the Masquerade piece that I started doing for the Anastasia one will be coming out, don't worry about that. I haven't forgotten, I just really haven't had time to sink into it, just because the background element of that piece is so detailed. It is taking me quite a while to go through it. With the background for this one, however, I just wanted to keep it very simple, and I just wanted to do a very simple colour wash with the with almost like sunsetty colours. And the reason why I then went for black over the top where all the swirls are is because I was then going to go over the top of that with coloured pencils and create like a really soft gradient with it. I don't know, I really struggled with the background for this piece because I knew what the characters wanted to look like. I just wasn't sure what I wanted the background to look like, so I don't know, I just kind of freehand it and see like how I felt with it, and I'm glad that I did because it turned out better than I thought. As with these Masquerade pieces, I really enjoy like exploring like the different dance routines as well. but it's also really nice to touch on like the fandoms that I've always loved, that have played a part in my life. And Mickey and Minnie obviously are a big part of the Disney franchise, and they do mean a lot to a lot of people, and a lot of people you know, relate to these characters, and that's what I find I really enjoy about drawing fan art. I have struggled lately, but that's mainly because all I want to draw is like Marie and Prickles all the time. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Leave a comment down below on what your favourite Disney couple is and what you would like to see me draw next as a Masquerade piece. I try and not do these Masquerade pieces too often, as I don't want them to always be every single month, but if there's a piece that you in particular would love to see, let me know in the comments down below. I'm going to leave you a few final looks over the illustration, and I am pretty happy with this. As I said, there are parts that I would change, definitely parts that I would go back and adjust, but you know, when we draw, everything can't be perfect. And yeah, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Maybe like, comment, subscribe, but as always folks, stay creative.